Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It's your main man, Cop here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. As you can see, we're not where we were. We used to be all the way over here in Melmond. And right now, we are at Crescent Lake. In the effort of not having to edit, so that we could actually get another episode out before I go on Christmas break. We're trying to do this in one take. So I did a bit of grinding. I got some levels up, improved my gear, improved my spells. Basically just wandering around the town that we're in right now. This is Crescent Lake, and this is the town. So we're going to go in here, we're going to talk to everybody, and then we're going to head somewhere called the Ice Cave. The next place we're supposed to go is called Guguru Volcano. However, we're going to do things in a bit of a different order. Because it's how I like to do it when I play this game. That good-for-nothing husband of mine. He does nothing but travel, then comes back and does nothing but sleep the days away. Darn, girl. Poor guy's out there earning a living and you're getting after him for being lazy. You know, he's sleeping in a graveyard, so I guess you got a point. I guess you have a point. Let's head up this way. Looks like there's a passage over here. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of people over here. Like a whole bunch of dwarves. A whole bunch of dwarves and one guy that I'm going to take for a sage. Okay, let's talk to them all. We, the 12 sages, came to this land guided by the stars and prophecies. Okay. Earth, fire, water, and wind, the four crystals, shine with the power of each element. But the four fiends of chaos are attempting to seize those elemental forces. Okay. Earth, fire, water, and wind. Those are the four forces that compose our world. So many dwarves. At the source of each elemental force is an altar. The fiends have gone there. We already dealt with one fiend. Defeat them and place the crystal there. The crystal will regain its brilliance. We did that with the Earth one. The four fiends scheme to gain control of all worlds, in both past and future. The wind fiend appeared 400 years ago, the water fiend 200 years ago. Together they destroyed the northern civilization. The earth fiend rots the earth. Not no more he don't. We took care of him. Fire fiend burns everything in its path. Well, we'll take care of him in a bit here. Sure, we have lots of time. Restore the light of all four crystals and return here. Only then can the mystery surrounding the disasters be unfolded. Bring the light of the four crystals to us, light warriors. Only you can do this. The fire fiend has long slept within Mount Gulg, a volcano west of this town, but now awakens 200 years before prophecy foretold. Too soon, Executus, too soon. Destroy it before it destroys everything else. Well done, light warriors. You defeated the Earth Fiend and restored the crystal's light. But by doing so, you roused the Fire Fiend from its slumber 200 years before Executus prophesied its awakening. Take this canoe, go to Mount Gulg, and stop the destruction. Mount Gulg, I always call it Guguru. Oh, we got the canoe. I always call it Guguru because that's what it was called in the NES version, at least the English NES version. We got the canoe. Let's talk to this guy. I am Lucan, a prophet. Now legend and prophecy shall come to pass, and we shall bear witness to it. Our path is set. Okay. So we got this canoe. And what the canoe does is It allows us to travel over shallower waters. And I'll show you what I mean on our way back to our boat, because we're heading back to our boat. So instead of going around this lake, I could just go like this, shortcut it. But it actually gets even better than that. I'll show you once we find the proper place. Which I really should have scouted out beforehand. Because you guys know how I can easily get lost. I guess I should show you what weapons and armor and spells I've upgraded. Upgraded Cop here to the Mithril Axe. It's from the Mithril Sword. He's still wearing that steel plate. I wouldn't mind getting him that Knight's armor, but I think we'll find better anyway. We got a Buckler for Bartz, our thief. And we've got... that's pretty much it for equipment, but magic, we filled a few things out. In this row, and here. Finally got a level 6 spell, and there's not a lot that's useful in a row 5 for a Black Mage. We do have Fire 3 and Bolt 3, which is going to be incredibly useful once we get into this ice cave. Standard deal applies because there's a mob in here that can poison us. If they don't poison us, we don't kill it. Okay, here's our boat. Now, head up this way. Through here. Now that is a port. I could go into that port, but it's not where I want to go. Because it doesn't really do anything for us. It's kind of just a false port. It doesn't lead us anywhere. It might lead us back to Provoca, to be frank, if I'm really straining my mind to it. But, not so much. It's not where we want to go. We want to go to see this river here. Now, we can get off the boat on the river because we've got the canoe. We don't need ports anymore, we just need rivers. Oh dear. Choices. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. Move that out of the way. Let's see if I can't. Because that yellow square that's directly west of where I am is what I'm trying to get to. So I think I'm going to take this one. Oops, guess not. Went the wrong way again. Who else but Cop? Again, choices in direction. Yeah, I think I gotta go a long way around, so I think I'll go west and come around from the bottom. Now, I probably shouldn't mention this for fear of summoning them, but there are monsters on this river. Always run into some before I make port. Or landfall, rather. Ooh, kitty. Got lucky. Kill the Ogre Chieftain first, he's the more dangerous of the two. See how powerful that multiple hit can be, right? Like a single hit from that axe is probably going to do about 50 damage, but we got 3 and we got 186. Before we go into the ice cave, we are going to... Let's Let's see, how hurt am I? I'm gonna use a sleeping bag. Let's see if we can get away with that. Because we haven't used any spells. That's, again, by design. So we're just trying to save right outside, because we might have to take a couple of runs at this. Which means I might have to edit anyway. Blarg. Anyway. We can get away without editing this time, and next time we can get 2 episodes in instead of 1. Run away from everything! Yeah, I'm gonna run away from you Pisca demons, but I'm not sure I can. Nope. Hate having to fight Pisca demons in here because that row of spells is going to be very useful for a lot of stuff that we're going to fight. Not to mention there are actually greater Pisca demons, or whatever they're called in this version of the game. The Pisca demons were called wizards, and the greater ones were called sorcerers in the original NES version, so... I'm gonna start drinking this stuff like it's water again. Okay. Yep, we ain't dealing with cockatrices and mummies. I hate cockatrices. And mummies put you to sleep. So it's all the more dangerous. See if we can get away from these Pisca demons. I'm not even sure you can run from Pisca demons, but I really, really want to. Nope. You hit so hard. Shouldn't be hitting this hard when I'm literally like 8 levels higher than when I first encountered them. Oh, Pisca demons, you can Pisca demon off. I tell you what. Now, I should probably explain why I do the ice cave first. There's a bunch of reasons, actually. One of the primary ones is you find ice weapons and armor in the ice cave. Makes sense, right? Well, the next place that we're going is Guguru Volcano, or Gulg, or whatever they want to call it in this version. And everything in there is fire-based, so the ice weapons destroy them. And the ice armor is really good against their fire spells. Conversely, everything in Guguru Volcano is fire-based and is really good against everything in... Well, I shouldn't say everything. Just trying to remember if there's anything to the south here. Nope. There we go. No, don't strike first. Don't you turn us to stone. Don't you turn us to stone or put us to sleep. Don't you do it. Don't want to have to waste golden needles. Restart the dungeon. Or heaven forbid, edit. But, so, I mean, that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But, the really big thing with doing the ice cave first is it allows us... a Mind Flayer. And we will flee because it has an insta-kill spell. That is the greater version of the Piscademon. But the real thing about doing the Ice Cave first, if you remember, one of the clues we got back in Melmond was that the ancients used a rock to make their ships float. Well, that rock is in here, and it's going to get us our airship. And the airship enables us to do some really neat things. Including find a tail of a rat. And I'll leave it to a later episode to explain what that means. Wahahaha. That little diamond there is the floater. And these also have an insta-kill mechanic. So we're going to use Fire 2 on them. Fire 3 on us, it seems only fair. Look at this. We found a shirt in the treasure chest. We found a shirt. I forgot that treasure chest was useless. I legit forgot that treasure chest was useless, and it has an unavoidable fight in it. Ooh, look at that. 1 hit point left on our white mage. I'm just gonna drink almost all of my potions here. Get me back up and healthy. Are actually meant to fight those guys, because as I say, you're supposed to do this after you've done the actually, you know what? Rather than that, just let this guy kill us. We let this guy kill us, we'll go back to the memo file. And have all our potions back, and we just won't go for that shirt. Call it cheap if you must. Not using 40 potions, because I made a mistake. That's what memo files are for. Now, we are going to, once again, overwrite the memo file because there's only one guy. We might actually be able to kill him. Ooh, the flame sword. The flame sword would be really useful here. Holy, look at that. You can stay there until the end of time, sure. Okay, so once again, memo file. Because we're in a really dangerous place and can very easily die. Oh, thank goodness. Each of these guys can easily paralyze any of my people. Flame sword. See? No need to use 40 potions in one fight. Trying to remember the layout of this room by memory. I think there's stuff over here. That floor damaged us. Didn't damage us too badly, actually. We're gonna have to go back through the other way on it. And there's an unavoidable fight here that we've got to do twice. So, once again, memo file! Best invention known to man. Actually, no ice. And pray he gets the null ice off before the white dragon gets his ice breath off. The Cindergosa here hurts. Woo! Ice armor. Although that does make us vulnerable to ice spells. I should probably wait until I'm out of the ice cave to use it. It's just so much better for evasion and defense. I gotta leave it on. Oh, I also have to heal. And memo file. Just remember, in the original NES version, that memo file did not exist. And you had to just hope. Hope against hope that you would get preemptive strikes and, you know, you wouldn't need the null ice spell. And, like, I'm chancing it here by not pulling the null ice spell up. For that exact reason. Ooh, boy. Like, that did 200 damage to a couple of my people, like, or over 100 damage to a couple of my people. That's 6 potions just for one person. Five for him. Only 2 for her, but it's going to be at least 3 if not 4 for him. Go. The nice thing is, when you're on those damaging floor plates, you don't actually, you can't actually hit a random mob. Speaking of random mobs, not messing with you guys, if I can help it. Okay, they don't want me to escape, so we're just gonna kill them then. Of course, the only one who can really do any damage is Cop, and I'm assuming he's going to be paralyzed before I can get them all killed. Nice. Whew. We've got to use some cure spells. It's just not even an option anymore. The other nice thing, and I just noticed this here earlier, is that you can actually drop spells and learn different ones. Because some spells are only useful in the later game and aren't even available in the earlier game, and they give you some filler spells, so... Okay, adventurers always go left, so we'll try the left passage first. And there's nothing there. Let's try our adventurers always go left protocol here. What's up here? Nothing. And there's nothing down here. Gosh darn it. Well, that was a waste of 4 potions. I think the way I have to go is actually to the right there, but... And flee! Flee from his insta-kill spell. Seem to recall there's some really decent loot over here. Now that I have the flame sword, maybe I can kill this guy. Maybe not liking my chances of killing this guy, but... Ooh. I'll have a quick look at the bestiary of them, just because I have this odd feeling I'm going to run into them again. Centipedes. All this other stuff from Goo Volcano. White Dragon, yeah, Bolt and Fire. They're weak to both Bolt and Fire, yeah. Found that out. Spectre. Fire and... oh yeah, because it's undead, so... Dark Wizard, weakness none. Resistance none. 105 hit points only, but man, does it have some nasty spells. Now, as you can see, there's actually 4 items in that Earth Cave that we still haven't gotten. I'll get those eventually, and if there's if you guys want to see me get them, I will, but... you can see, we're 3 of 16 items here in the Ice Cave so far. Some neat stuff. In the concept art, here's the Lich. Crocodile, and an Ochu, all of which we should have run into in those rivers. The crocodile and the Ochu, I mean. $9,900 gil, 7,900 gil, 5,000 gil, 12,350 gil. 180 gil. Darn it. Something tells me it's gonna be hard to get to that middle chest, but give it a shot. Ooh, maybe not. 5,454 gil. Well, that did wonders for our treasury. Blood bones. An advanced version of the skeletons. Not really all that deadly or dangerous, but they're also not really worth my time. Oh dear, we could be dead here. Oh yeah. And let's go back to the memo file and hope that doesn't happen again. The funny thing is, even if we went here at the appropriate level, there's still those stupid insta-kill mechanics. So... just gonna memo file it again now that we've gotten that last treasure box. And we know we can flee from these guys. Just hope we don't run into those dark wizards again. Because they will own us. If there's more than one. Okay, now that we're off of that floor. Memo. Found a single potion. Oh, Pisca Demons, if only I could run from you. $10,000 gil. Let's see if we can get away. Excellent. Up. Nope. Not dealing with you. Actually, I haven't memo filed in a bit. I know I'm being paranoid about this, but you guys see just how dangerous this ice cavern can be. Just memo file every few steps until we get out of it. Nope. Not having it. Whew. Totally not having a game. Like I say, I don't care what level you come in here. Those darn cockatrices are just... Ice shield, nice. Ooh, look, a hole in the floor. Now, this is legitimately needed memo file. Because, and I need to be at full health for this. So I remember my game correctly. The fight that I'm about to have, the enemy has less chance of using his insta-kill mechanics, and less chance of these insta-kill mechanics killing me if I'm at full health. There's that darn shirt that taunts us. We cannot run from this guy. This evil eye. At least we can res if need be. And cure stone if need be. Because this guy's got a bunch of nasty attacks. But we're going to use Bolt 3 on him. See if what that does. Whew. He did not use his insta-kill mechanics. Thank goodness. Oh, not floater, Levistone. Such an improvement in the translation. It really is. I don't mean to sound disingenuous when I say that, but it's just I can't help but think of things by their original name that I remember from my childhood. Run away. Come on. gonna get paralyzed by these guys. Come on, run away. Whew. So many potions. I had 99 of the darn things coming in here. Just out of sheer curiosity, because we didn't go right last time, we went left every time last time, so let's see what's over here. Nothing. Surely to goodness there must be something over here, no? I think. Let's have a look and see just how many things we're missing from here. We're missing one thing from here. And it's that darn shirt, and it can stay there until the end of time. Let me tell you, that shirt can stay there until the end of time. I ain't even gonna be worried about it. Ow. 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 Bloodbone, stop it. I am actually kind of shocked I got a fire sword in this cave, because I swear to God it was an ice sword in the original game, and you got the fire swords in the Guguru volcano, which always seemed a bit backwards to me. But I always rationalized it by saying, well, yeah, you're supposed to get the fire swords in the volcano and use them in the ice cave. Oops, that was a bit of a waste of a potion. Just let me out of here, Bloodbones. Just want to get out of here. I tried not to kill you. I want you Bloodbones to remember, I tried not to kill you. I tried. But you're the ones who wanted to get nuked. Just because I know it's going to make me run into something before it lets me out of here, we'll make use one more time of the memo file. It's beginning to sound like the Rockford files at this point. You know what? I don't even mind using a cottage. 3k, totally worth it to get fully healed and get all my spells back. Whew. Whew. if I can get across this river again without hitting any enemies. I'm actually shocked that I did it the first time. That's a Neochu, and it will poison me. But like anything on a river, it's going to be vulnerable to lightning. He used Tier 3 on the wrong person. And I am a massive moron, using Tier on the wrong person. Pretty sure this is the way we go. Yeah, you know what? I've got this Lightning Fury spell, Bolt 3 rather. Let's see how it does against these things. So I have this nasty suspicion if they hit anything besides my fighter, they're going to hurt very, very badly. Yep, just like that. And our bestiary continues to grow. Like, you see how often you're I'm hitting stuff on this river, right? Like, use Fire 3 to see if that's any more effective than Lightning 3 or Bolt 3. It just gets so hard. Again, I'm not supposed to be here at this level, so I understand why they're hitting me hard. Ouch. Gonna have one more battle. Use Fire 3 and then Ice 2 and then Lift 2. Or Bolt 2 rather. Use everything I can just to get out of this fight and get to my boat. Once I get on my boat, I'll just have the normal sea creatures to deal with. I forgot to actually cast the spell that time, so did go on top. Take a Fire 3. Or don't take a Fire 3. You know, either way is good. Oh, Oh, the things that happen when I'm trying not to edit. Now, you may be asking yourself, Pop, I thought you said you could use the Levistone to float your boat. No, I said we could use the Levistone to get ourselves an airship. And so we shall. In fact, we're on our way to the airship. So, in the original game, and I'm assuming in this one because I haven't seen any, there's 0 hints as to where the airship is. You are quite simply meant to wander around the world using the Levistone everywhere you can until you find the airship. I, being the smarty pants that I am, know where the airship is. But more than that, figured it out from the original box. You see, on the original box, there is a picture of the party standing here with the airship sitting in the sand. Now, figuring that you could land an airship in the sand, and from the clue that the airship is buried somewhere, I came here the first time I was playing the game, and I used the Levistone like, well, I had to actually be in the desert, okay. This cutscene wasn't in the original, it just actually kind of appears. But I kind of like that they added it. Because by them adding it, the airship wasn't just buried under the sand where you float it out using the Levistone, it's actually in an underground hangar. So essentially, this was the shot on the back of the original box. So, that's how I figured out where the airship was, rather than running all over Hex Half Acre finding it. And there are no monsters in the air. And we can now literally go pretty much everywhere. You know? The entirety of the northern realms here has opened up to us. And actually, I think what we'll do is we'll go and explore all these little dots here, these little look like island dots here, next time on Final Fantasy 1. We'll see you then.